You're watching the WVU Sports Buzz, and I'm Amanda Mazey. Thanks so much for joining me this week. Sunday at 1 o'clock is your last chance to see the senior ladies of the women's basketball team. It's the home finale as the women take on Texas in a game nationally televised on ESPN2. More on that in just a minute, but first, while the Longhorns come here to compete on the court, the WVU swimming and diving teams are heading to Austin for the Big 12 championships, which begin on Wednesday. No doubt this meet will be the most grueling meet of the season.
Yeah, it will definitely be the toughest competition. It's a very long meet. It's very competitive. There's a bunch more teams than we're used to competing against, so at a really high level too. So it's going to be tough, but it'll be good.
Last year at the Big 12 championships, your magic number was 12. You placed 12th in the platform, the 1 and 3 meters. Let's talk about what your magic number is going to be this year.
I hope to place top 8 in most all of my events because I've worked a lot harder than I have this year than in the past. So hopefully practice has been a lot more focused, and so hopefully that'll transfer into a better competition for me.
How did you get started in diving? It's such a specialized sport.
I was a gymnast for a really long time when I was younger. So after I did gymnastics, I hurt myself. I tried to get back in it, but it was tougher with growing and stuff like that. So diving was an easy transition into that.
And you've enjoyed it ever since?
Yes, definitely.
The NCAA Zone A Diving Championships begin in 2 weeks, and last year 5 Mountaineer divers competed, including Jen. And then 3 weeks from now, selected swimmers will compete in the NCAAs. Another Big 12 championship meet is on the schedule this weekend. The track team is headed to Iowa. And one thing is for sure, they are prepared for the weather Iowa will bring them, even though they compete inside.
Oh, it's cold in Iowa. Thankfully, it's indoor track, but that doesn't mean we don't go outside and warm up out there. But besides the weather, there's such good competition in the Big 12. It's really a big honor to go there and be able to represent such a big conference that's on the national level. And so being able to run against those girls and really competing is a big challenge.
Last year, you competed in the 1 mile in the Big 12 Indoor Championships. You placed 13th. What will you do this year?
My goal is to win, to be honest. Yeah, I had mono, and I was anemic last year, and so I was really sick. And this year I want to go there and really compete, give it my all, and bring home a Big 12 championship for our school, be an individual winner for our school, and really represent West Virginia on the level would be really cool.
Off the track, your team was just recognized for their outstanding GPA, 3.68 as a team. The NCAA recognized your team. You yourself were recognized individually back in November. What does that mean, to do so well in the classroom as well, as individually and as a team?
Well, I think it shows so much for our school and the academics that we do have at West Virginia. For the Elite 89 award that I won, Anna Lewis was the other recipient 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and so West Virginia has brought home 2 of the 4, and so it really shows so much to our academics and how much our coaches care about the academics as well. I remember Sean Cleary sat me down when I was a freshman here in 2011 and asked me straight up, will you get a 4.0 in college? And I kind of laughed and I said, I don't think that's possible. And so from there he challenged me, and I was really driven after that talk.
The Team Academic Award was presented to WVU at last fall's NCAA Cross Country Championship, since they had the highest team GPA of all of the schools competing. And Kelly received the Elite 89 Award in Division I Women's Cross Country for being the student athlete with the highest cumulative GPA participating in the finals of her sport. Congratulations to all of the ladies. Hard work in a classroom certainly does pay off. All right, so ESPN2 is coming to Morgantown for the first time this season for the women's basketball game. The last time these two teams met was down in Austin, and the Longhorns were ranked number 3 at the time. WVU narrowly missed the upset, but they ended up losing in the end, 61-55. Tip-off is set for 1 p.m. right here at the Coliseum, but come early because there will be a special ceremony honoring the seniors. Thanks so much for joining me for this edition of the WVU Sports Buzz. Next week, I'm talking gymnastics, but my feet will be staying on the ground. No beam for me, so I will see you then.